Hello everyone, this is Robert Landau, Live Life Well TV host, and I'm all dressed up. Why? Because we are in the process of presenting another installment, another weekly episode in one of two popular trivia shows that we bring to you every week here on Live Life Well TV. This one is called Did You Know? We also have another weekly trivia program you should check out here on this channel called True or False. But let's get to the matter at hand. The following statement I'm going to make right here, right now, is true, and that statement is, stay tuned. And we are ready. Are you? All right. The first did you know goes like this. Did you know that the 100 folds in a chef's hat happen to signify 100 different ways of making eggs? Yeah, that's true. This tall, pleated white chef's hat that you're probably familiar with seeing on occasion has 100 folds for a reason. The pleats are used to signify a chef's level of experience, just like the number of ways he or she knows how to prepare eggs. Did you know that the longest wedding veil, get this, it is totally ridiculously true, the longest wedding veil was longer than 63 football fields? How about that? I mean, can you just for 1 second imagine how truly long this veil was when it is stated that it was longer than 63 football fields? How does that happen? How do you even make something like that? There happens to be a woman in Cyprus who set the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest wedding veil. How long was it? Do you want to know? Nearly 23,000 feet, which is the same length as about 63.3 football fields. I mean, did this woman get married wearing that veil? And if so, how does that work? I wish footage would exist of this thing, of her wedding. I don't know, very interesting. Did you know that some cats are actually allergic to people? Usually it's the other way around, but there are cats that are allergic to people. It is pretty uncommon due to the fact that we bathe ourselves more often than other species and also don't shed as much hair or dead skin as other species. But yes, it does happen. There are some cats in certain circumstances, in certain cases, in certain situations that are indeed allergic to people. Before I go any further, I want to thank the wonderful folks at goodhousekeeping.com for this information that I am honored to be sharing with you today. Let's move forward. Did you know that apple pie isn't actually American at all? Here's why. Apples are in fact native to Asia, and the first recorded recipe for apple pie wasn't even traced to Asia. You know where it was traced to? The first recipe for apple pie was written in England. Did you know that the unicorn is the national animal of Scotland? Although it's a fabled creature, you can't see a unicorn necessarily in a zoo, the national animal of Scotland is actually a mythical unicorn, chosen because of its association with dominance and chivalry, as well as purity and innocence in Celtic mythology. Did you know that the largest known living organism is an aspen grove? Trees, aspen grove. Pando, spelled P-A-N-D-O, is Latin for spread out. And Pando is a group of genetically identical quaking aspens in Utah with an interconnected root system. It's an estimated 80,000-year-old area there, and it takes up more than 100 acres. I would love to see that. Truly, Mother Nature at her finest. Did you know that M&M, the candies, M&M, actually stands for Mars and Murray, M-U-R-R-I-E. And here's the story behind that. A guy by the name of Forrest Mars, who was the son of the Mars Company founder, first spotted the British confection by the name of Smarties during the Spanish Civil War and noticed the candy shell prevented the chocolate inside from melting. So Forrest Mars decided to team up with a guy by the name of Bruce Murray, M-U-R-R-I-E. Bruce was the son of Hershey Chocolate's president, and M&M, the company later trademarked the name M&M, and also remember the slogan? I don't think they use it anymore for M&Ms. Melts in your mouth, not in your hand. So that's what M&M stands for. Mars and Murray, M-U-R-R-I-E. Did you know that Neil Armstrong, the astronaut Neil Armstrong, did not say that's one small step for man? Armstrong insists that he actually said this instead of that. That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. That's the only way the statement makes any sense, Armstrong told biographer James Hansen at one point. And for the record, no real astronaut ever uttered, "Houston, we have a problem." You know who uttered that? It was Tom Hanks, who said that in the movie Apollo 13. Did you know that a baby puffin, P-U-F-F-I-N, did you know that a baby puffin is called a puffling? Puffling, I love that. To feed its chick, a puffin parent will carry around 10 fish in its beak at one time, but the biggest recorded haul is a whopping 62 fish at one time, according to Audubon Project Puffin. 62 fish at one time in a puffin's beak to feed its young? That goes along with the longest veil, the 63.3 football fields long veil. I mean, these statistics are amazing. And the thing is, they really are all true. Did you know that 4 times more people speak English as a second language than as a native one? Did you know that 4 times more people speak English as a second language than as a native language? It's the most widely spoken tongue in the world, of course, with nearly 2 billion people learning it as a second language and only 350 million people speaking it natively. Interesting. Did you know the lyre bird, L-Y-R-E bird, can mimic almost any sound it hears, including chainsaws? Wildlife watchers have recorded the Australian species of bird copying not only other birds, but other animals like koalas and artificial sounds as well, such as car alarms and camera shutters. Wow. Did you know that Coca-Cola was the first soft drink in space. The Coca-Cola Company has made more than 10 billion gallons of syrup since the formula's invention back in 1886 by Atlanta pharmacist John Pemberton. Wow. Wow. Did you know that a $1 bill costs 5 cents to make? Not only that, but according to the Federal Reserve, each buck lasts about 6 years. Did you know that you can major in wine at Cornell University? Sounds like I had some wine before doing this myself, but I didn't. Did you know that you can major in wine at Cornell University? Technically, it's a degree in viticulture and enology, and that happens to be the cultivation of grapes and the science of wine making. That is so cool, Cornell. Did you know that ravens in captivity can learn to talk better than parrots? I love that. Did you know that the average cumulus cloud weighs approximately, get this, 1.1 million pounds? I'm gonna say that again. Did you know that the average cumulus cloud weighs approximately 1.1 million pounds? 2 more left before we close. Here's the second to last. Did you know? Did you know that about 700 grapes go into a bottle of wine? 700 grapes go into a bottle of wine. That's approximately 2.6 pounds per bottle of wine. Huh. And finally, we have this. Yes, we finally got there, folks. Did you think we were ever going to make it? Ha! Did you know that fear of the number 13 is called? Do you know that answer? What's the fear of the number 13 called? Triskaidekaphobia. Triskaidekaphobia. Yeah, I'm going to say it one more time. Triskaidekaphobia. I hope I said it right. Anyway, I hope you had fun. I know I did. And thank you so much for joining me here. We'll see you on the next episode of Did You Know? Until then, this is Robert Landau, Live Life Well TV's host, saying bye-bye and God bless.